After 60, many people are told that feeling weaker, more tired, and less motivated is just aging. But in reality, a big part of how fast or how slow you age is shaped by small daily habits that you can actually change. Some of these habits are so common that almost everyone over 60 does at least 2 or 3 of them without even thinking. The good news is that once you see them clearly, you can start to reverse them. You can't control your age, but you can absolutely control whether you speed up or slow down how your body ages from the inside out. In this video, you'll discover 7 everyday mistakes that quietly speed up aging after 60, and what you can do instead. These mistakes are not about looking older in the mirror. They are about how your heart, brain, muscles, and energy age on the inside. The goal is not perfection. The goal is simple changes that protect your future self. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Everyone's health situation is different. Always talk to your doctor or healthcare provider before changing your exercise routine, diet, medications, or lifestyle, especially if you have chronic conditions or take several medicines. Let's begin. Mistake number 1. Sitting almost all day and calling it rest. Many older adults spend most of their waking hours sitting, at the table, in front of the TV, or in a favorite chair. Rest is important, but long, uninterrupted sitting is different. Large studies in older people show that the more time you spend sitting each day, especially if you are also inactive, the higher your risk of earlier death from any cause. People who sit more than 8 to 11 hours per day and do little physical activity have a clearly higher risk of dying sooner than those who sit less and move more. Long periods of sitting slow your circulation, weaken your leg muscles, and make it harder for your body to control blood sugar and blood pressure. Over months and years, this speeds up the loss of strength, mobility, and independence. What to do instead? You don't have to stand all day or go to the gym. Keep sitting, but break it up. Every 30 to 60 minutes, stand up for at least 1 minute, march gently in place, walk to another room, or do a few heel raises while holding a counter. These tiny movement snacks help your body behave biologically younger, even if your total activity is not perfect. Mistake number 2. Treating sleep as optional instead of essential. It's common to hear that older adults need less sleep, but experts explain that this is mostly a myth. Many older adults actually sleep less than they need because of insomnia, pain, sleep apnea, or poor sleep habits. Chronic poor sleep has been linked to high blood pressure, weight gain, stroke, heart disease, diabetes, memory problems, and even a higher risk of death. Sleep also plays a major role in how fast your brain ages and how quickly frailty appears. When you regularly sleep too little, your body has less time to repair tissues, clear waste products from the brain, regulate hormones, and reset your immune system. Over time, that accelerates the processes we associate with aging. What to do instead? Treat sleep as seriously as you treat medications. Aim for a consistent bedtime and wake-up time. Build a calm wind-down routine. Reduce screens and bright light before bed. And keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. If you snore loudly, stop breathing at night, or feel extremely sleepy during the day, talk to your doctor. Conditions like sleep apnea are common after 60 and can be treated. Mistake number 3. Letting your muscles slowly disappear. After about age 30, we naturally lose some muscle mass every decade. After 60, this loss speeds up and is called sarcopenia. Less muscle means less strength, slower walking, higher fall risk, more joint pain, and less ability to do daily tasks. It also means a slower metabolism, making weight and blood sugar harder to manage. This is one of the clearest ways the body ages faster. The mistake is thinking, I'm old, so I should avoid strength training. In reality, studies show that resistance training in older adults, even those with frailty or sarcopenia, can significantly improve muscle strength, physical function, and body composition in as little as 8 weeks. Your muscles are still trainable at 60, 70, and beyond. What to do instead? Include 2 to 3 short strength sessions per week, even at home. This can be as simple as standing up and sitting down from a chair repeatedly, wall push-ups, lifting light dumbbells or water bottles, or using resistance bands. Start with very light resistance and focus on slow, controlled movements. Ask your doctor whether a supervised program or physical therapist would be safe for you. Every time you train your muscles, you are telling your body, I still need this, and that slows physical aging. Mistake number 4. Eating like your 20-year-old self in a 60-plus body. Many older adults keep the same style of eating they had in midlife. Lots of ultra-processed foods, sugary drinks, refined snacks, and processed meats. Research in adults 50 to 71 years old shows that those who consume high amounts of ultra-processed foods have a significantly higher risk of dying earlier, especially from heart disease and diabetes, compared with those who eat fewer of those foods. In older adults, high intake of ultra-processed foods and added sugars has been linked to abdominal obesity, frailty, poorer kidney function, and a higher risk of becoming physically weak and dependent. These foods speed up many of the silent processes we call aging: inflammation, blood vessel damage, and loss of muscle. What to do instead? You don't have to eat perfectly or give up every treat. Focus on crowding out ultra-processed foods with more whole foods, vegetables, fruits, beans, nuts, whole grains, and simple, minimally processed proteins like eggs, fish, and plain yogurt. Choose processed meats, pastries, and packaged snacks less often, not every day. Even small steps in this direction can slow inside aging and reduce your risk of serious disease. Mistake number 5. Ignoring loneliness and social isolation. Many people think of aging as a physical process only, but your social life has a direct impact on how long and how well you live. Social isolation and loneliness in older adults are linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and earlier death. Some research suggests that social isolation increases the risk of dying by around 30 to 35%, a risk comparable to smoking or high blood pressure. When you rarely see people, talk to others, or feel emotionally connected, your body lives under quiet, chronic stress. That stress affects your immune system, your heart, and even how your brain ages. It also makes it harder to maintain healthy habits like moving, cooking well, and taking medications correctly. What to do instead? You don't need dozens of friends, but you do need real human connection. This might mean joining a local group, calling a friend or family member regularly, attending a community class, or volunteering. If mobility is a problem, look for online groups designed for older adults. If you feel deeply lonely or down, talk to your doctor about support or counseling. Protecting your social life is one of the most powerful anti-aging strategies you can choose. Mistake number 6. Believing it's too late to change anything. One of the most dangerous habits is not a behavior, but a belief, thinking that after a certain age, nothing you do will matter. This belief quietly supports all the other aging mistakes. If you think change is pointless, you are less likely to adjust your sleep, move more, eat better, or reach out to others. But research on older adults shows again and again that changes in physical activity, diet, sleep, and social connections still make a difference in mortality risk, frailty, and quality of life, even after 60 and 70. People who move from sedentary to less sedentary have lower mortality than those who stay very inactive. People who improve sleep and reduce ultra-processed foods reduce their risk of disease and frailty. What to do instead? Replace the thought, it's too late, with, what's the next tiny step I can take? You don't need big changes. You need small, consistent ones. One extra 5-minute walk. One less sugary drink. One more hour of sleep. One phone call to someone you care about. Every small change is a message to your body that you are still investing in your future. Mistake number 7. Doing everything alone and never asking for help. Trying to manage all your health challenges completely alone can speed up aging because it keeps you stuck in the same patterns. Many older adults quietly struggle with medications, diet, sleep, and exercise plans that are confusing or overwhelming, and then blame themselves when nothing changes. In reality, aging well is a team sport. Doctors, nurses, physical therapists, dietitians, counselors, community groups, friends, and family can all play a supportive role. When you bring others into your plan, you get information, accountability, and emotional support. That makes it much easier to break long-standing habits that speed up aging. Make a short list of areas where you feel most stuck. Maybe joint pain, sleep, energy, or loneliness. At your next doctor visit, choose one of these areas and say clearly, this is the problem I would like to improve. What is one realistic step we can try? Consider asking for referrals to physical therapy for strength and balance, to a nutrition professional for diet, or to a counselor for mood or loneliness. Let people help you customize your plan so it fits your real life. We talked about 7 everyday mistakes that quietly speed up aging after 60. Sitting almost all day and calling it rest, treating sleep as optional, letting your muscles slowly disappear, eating like your 20-year-old self in a 60-plus body, ignoring loneliness and social isolation, believing it's too late to change anything, and trying to do everything alone without help. You don't need to fix all 7 at once. That would be overwhelming. Instead, choose 1 or 2 that feel most true for your life right now. Maybe it's long hours of sitting, or poor sleep, or ultra-processed food, or feeling too alone. Start with a very small, specific change you can repeat most days. Every time you stand up after sitting, every time you choose real food over ultra-processed food, every time you go to bed on time, train your muscles, or reach out to another person, you are quietly slowing the parts of aging that you can influence. It's never about being perfect. It's about giving your future self better odds. If you found this helpful, please tap the like button so more people over 60 can find this video. And if you want more simple, realistic ideas to protect your health and independence after 60, subscribe to this channel. In the next video, we'll dig into specific foods and drinks that can either speed up or slow down aging, and how to make better choices without giving up everything you enjoy. Thank you for spending this time on your health. Your future self will be glad you did.